7-11-22 to Kenny.
8300. 8362, 28 to a vehicle, 900 North Main parking lot of Kmart.
Now as that takes me.
Yeah. All right. Without further ado, let's get to. And I pretty much wanted to talk on a point, and the title I titled this Stop Emasculating Men or Lower the Standards. And so what brought this about really was I get online, different, social media pretty much. Facebook is the real main one. And seems like every day I see Black people, and especially Black women, promoting and defending this idea of, I don't know what you want to call it, hyper femininity in Black men. And it's always a defense for it. It's always some bad contrast and comparison scenario. We have a lot of different things going on, and especially with hip hop in the mainstream, we're seeing this really perpetuated. And I don't know, it's getting to the point to where, once again, it's really just an attack not only on masculinity, but it's really an attack on Black men and Black masculinity. And so, probably day in and day out, I end up in different debates over this. And what I was saying about the poor contrast and comparison is they take a lot of this and they'll compare it to either situations of old, TV shows, or different maybe forms or outlets that somehow okay this type of shit, like what you see with Lil Nas X. I saw a post where they were comparing it to a Cosby Show episode, no context, but in order to dismiss and validate it, they wanted to use the Cosby Show episode. This post here is another example, and it just kind of caught me, because at the end of the day, hey, do what the fuck you do. And it's not so much because I noticed there's no Black hands in the photo, but the thing that tripped me out is that this ideal was repeatedly shared by a lot of Black women in agreement. And the caption that says, can we just, some sort of emotional faces or whatever the hell. This isn't gay or weird or too much. Y'all are just weird and still living in the year your parents were born. Let people do what the fuck they want. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. More nail polish for me and my partner. And just off of that alone, I can speak to the fact that I think it's funny with, like, what I guess they call millennials or whatever the fuck. I just call them new age people, folks. And it's weird that say like if you don't approve of this shit or you're not with it, then you're somehow expected to be silent, but you're allowed to be vocal in your approval. It's like these people now, like, they don't want to face any type of questioning or anything for any of these new cultural ideas that they try to push forward as regular norm. They just want people to just shut the fuck up and turn a blind eye while they deteriorate society. And that's not gonna fucking happen. So with this, and this is not the only post. Like I showed the picture of Lil Nas X earlier. And it's posts like this that they've been circulating a lot, and mainly with Black women. And so my point is you can't have it both ways. You gotta choose a side. The thing that tripped me out about this post is, I was going, I guess, back and forth with a young lady. So she says to me on one comment, "You do know nail polish was originally made for men, right? It's actually a sign of class and masculinity. A man comfortable with himself," and this is the what, like Kwame Brown would say, I would say a do-low twist. A man comfortable with himself and his sexuality wouldn't be pressed about some damn nail polish, nor would an educated man. Also, what does nail polish have to do with homosexuality, its hygiene, and art? If you're thinking about crossing over, just say that. And see, that's what they do. It's like slight insults. And like, I don't know, they feel the need to like stab at more masculine men, like take shots. Because the thing is what these type of people don't understand is when you're secure in your masculinity, you can call out bullshit and stand firm, like you don't feel threatened. So it's funny that they always call out somehow, us being threatened somehow, when they're usually the ones that result to insults pretty damn quick. And so then I just made a quick point. I was like, well, men used to wear wigs. What's your point? He goes on to say, have you ever heard of a toupee? And it's used. Clearly, my point is something can't be feminine if it's made for men. That literally makes no sense. And it's my problem with New Age people. They're so fucking delusional and illogical, irrational. They're terrible at comparing and contrasting. And this is all basic shit. That's how I know our school systems ain't worth shit. Because these motherfuckers are dumb as shit. Motherfuckers under 30 are stupid as fuck. And so I tell her, man, I'm sorry when I get hit with like too much stupidity at fucking once. It just, man. I told her to her point about the toupee. That's what the fuck I said. It's a wig. And also, to the point, men and women move different. And men aren't to move like women, and vice versa. So, and I even said, like, I can get a man wearing clear polish and, getting his pedicures and manicures. And like, that's not the issue. It's not about some sort of historical context, which I'm gonna have to look that shit up, because I really think a lot of these LGBT supporters be coming up with shit just to fucking support their fucking arguments and shit. Cause I don't know. I ain't got too much faith on the motherfuckers under 30. But in the sense that they're wearing it now, it's feminizing. Like there was nothing masculine about that. And that's the thing. It's like I see so many complaints and back and forth over the quality, the standard of good men. But then at the same time, you turn around and you want your man to go get full sets with you. Same with the wig and the toupee thing. And I pretty much told her, I'm like, yeah, there's one thing, yeah, you can call it a wig, call it a toupee, but the difference is the intent. It's one thing if a man wears a wig to cover up his bald spot. It is not the same as a man fucking getting a long ass lace front, silky blonde coming down his shit. It's a completely fucking difference. And you know the intent of that is not to promote masculinity, or it doesn't mean that it's a unisex or a unisex ideal. The thing with that is it's promoting a certain, it's not promoting manhood at all. So to act like, oh, it's just the same and leave out all kinds of context and common fucking sense, it's not. With the nail polish, like I said, it's one thing if a man goes and he gets him, manicure, pedicure, manicure, pedicure and all that, clear coat, protect his nails and shit. I've done that. It's a whole nother thing and shit. Like when I'm out here, how like you see some of these rappers and everything and shit with fucking full sets, or even in that picture, all the fucking colors and shit. And it shit that works for white people, I don't know, I just don't agree with it. Like, you have your white rock stars, they used to do it, but I don't know, that just ain't our shit. That just don't seem as black people. And I just see like constantly in this country, like we just adapt more and more to their fucking ideals and ways, and somehow like they still stay on top, but we end up further at the bottom, pushing and promoting and adapting to their ways. So the main point that I was making about that is that females, at some point, black women especially, you have to make a choice. It's constant complaining about there's no quality men, there's no quality black men. At the same time, you're perpetuating a culture to where men aren't held to standard. It's one thing for a man to be sensitive to female issues, understand females. That's one thing. It's a difference. It's a difference between that and being feminine. And you can't have it both ways. You just can't. You're not gonna get some big fucking macho Superman to pay all your bills and shit that's gonna go fucking get their nails done with you and fucking wear lace fronts and be half gay and like, it's just not, that guy just doesn't exist. And even if there's one or two, because I'm sure some bitch will pop up, on the overall for the level in general that black women promote this fuck shit, there's not one of these motherfuckers out here for you that's gonna be half bitch nigga, pay all your bills, still somehow be masculine, and let you carry on with your fucking bad attitudes and your toxic femininity. Like that man just doesn't exist realistically, and y'all have to make a choice. Also, while I'm on this, because we do have what's it, a controversy with Lil Nas X. Well, not really a controversy because I don't know. I don't really pay attention to this motherfucker like this. But bro, and I remember I saw something and shit, you know, it was like, man, please don't let Boosie see these damn pictures and shit. But
Oh my God!
but even with this shit and the comparison to the Cosby Show and all that, where I believe the Cosby Show episode in question was an episode where they were, you know, kind of trying to show men like, yo, this shit isn't easy. You motherfuckers had to do this 2 days. You'd want to kill yourself. Like, that was the energy. That's why I say context is important. These motherfuckers weren't on that show to try to promote somehow that men should have babies or that's the image that they want to put out. It was a lesson, and men take that lesson in real life. Like, there's classes and shit where they'll strap a man up to give him the feel so he can understand what his pregnant wife is going through. Not this transsexual shit that everybody is on, this whole fucking wave that everybody's on. And to this I say, when it comes to hip hop, R&B, black music in general, it is the only genres of music that this is a thing where it's such the image. It's the only genre of music, just black people and our shit. This is Lil Nas X. He represents hip hop. It's just us. The country music awards can go off without a hitch. Even rock stars and their androgynous ways, it's not so heavily promoted. Like, it almost seems like for black entertainers to reach that level, you know, that higher upper level, this is it. This is the time you got to be on. But no other genre carries it like this. I mean, we have exceptions to the rule, probably. You know, but Prince somehow was an exception. Let's think of somebody else. Overall, no. We're the only genre. Because motherfuckers know that this just isn't our shit. This just isn't our way. Black people produce strongest, the best of men in so many facets. And this cultural shit, man, it really dumbs us down. And it really doesn't help that our own women promote it and push it and raise their sons to carry on and about like this. And I don't know. That's my perspective on it. It really just, I gotta make a choice. Because I say, hey, you know, if this is talking to black women, I mean, this is what y'all like. And shit, stop fucking complaining. Y'all create it. Black women have a lot more power than just running their fucking mouth more than they goddamn know. And ultimately, I see Black women more so promote this. And then somehow out of this and which seems desirable to y'all still expect men to be traditional men. In part bitch, and it doesn't work like that. So, that's all I have to say about that. Make a choice. Bitches or lower the standard. Niggas like that is why y'all paying 50-50 now. Shit. That's another topic and shit. I'm gonna get my boy on here and shit. We're gonna talk about this new thing, how people are torn about going 50-50 in relationships or marriage or whatever the fuck you in. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think on this, man. Really. You know. And that's it. I've been me. Remember to like and subscribe. It's free. Also hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I'm on here talking my shit. And yeah. The next time. Out.
For my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive?
Look, I want the money first, fame last. My rhyme scheme, COVID-19, same mask. Spit infected, go get injected with vaccine. With every record, we disrespecting the rap scene. Stay in the booth, quarantine flow. And every lyric is deeper than submarines go. Mad cash, moon flow, like casinos. Chase like a scar on my face, Spody Pacino. Yeah, heavyweights, added amino. Stepping on you niggas below is nobody's equal. I'm the shit, I spit fecal. Matter, not a rapper, but leader to all the people. Come on, transparent, never see through. Sharper than the point of an arrow or a needle. This is something evil. They're stroking over the canvas and the easel. And money is the motive that it leads to. Nigga, that's my motive.
I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive?
Check. See how the streets are get to stopping and locking. When I'm in the kitchen seasoning, concocting and cooking. Look, a lot of you niggas trash like it's hard just to step it up. A guru with a gourmet and scientist of the chef enough. A restaurant for the heat and a deli that'll always serve the hood, feeding niggas the hors d'oeuvres. God rap, prophecy, bust rhymes are great. Prepare the full course meal. Juice leaking from the steak. Check, acting like you ain't knowing. You niggas must be idiots. Y'all know my name already. Bust rhymes and affiliates. With flip mode in this bitch, the alliance is kinda serious. Damage everything in the building regardless where it is. The way I saturate the street, I'm only saying I rapidly feed the hood like a fast food chain. No need to ever question why the hood love me. Down to aliens and vegetarians. Feed you if you hungry.
I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up, cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's
So
your motive?
ruthless, no I'm not giving a fuck of two shits. They out with the old but I'm sick and tired of this new shit. I'm like 2 hits, blunt real as the truth get. So much stock when I speak, I'm spitting blue chips. Who they thinking they a match for mine? I got hatches to bury and an axe to grind. It's taxing time for all of my haters been thinking I lost. Say what you want but I'm cold like Trump with the write-off. Give them the business for not following bylaws. Superfly like Jimmy Snooker up with the high cross. Bodying rappers for playing not their position. Cobra clutch on the mic but the whole game is submission. They look and sound the same, we smash on the competition. Got busts across for us, this is a demolition. Mercenary decapitate them with every line. Pay me now or pay me no, never mind, nigga, every time.
I'm waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it doesn't come free. What's your motive? 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 I've been waiting for my money when it show up. Cause when the check come through, that's when I go up. You know it don't come free. What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive? What's your motive?